Welcome to the In the Garage podcast, episode 8. I'm your host, Mikey. I'm here with Ryan, Jason, and Dante. And today we're going to each tell you our favorite artist. It's going to be very simple. We're going to go around the table. Each of us will say why this artist is their favorite, and then we'll conversate after. So, without further ado, we'll have Sam start it off with his favorite.
Well, for me, here's the thing with me. I could have went a couple other routes with this. I could have went in the Weezer route because we all love Weezer, but I didn't want to do that because everybody knows our favorite as a collective is Weezer. We picked it in the garage. So I decided to go with the Beatles. I really love the Beatles. And I could give you all the stats and all the rundown of why they're the best band of all time. I could give you all these numbers. But at the end of the day, nobody cares about numbers. They're just stats. Nobody cares. What they care about is why I love them. And why I love them is because, we said this in the one podcast, they have more number one, they have so many songs that could be their best song that it just it blows my young mind away in so many ways. I have this friend, his name is Dom. He really loves the Beatles. And me and him always listen to the Beatles together in the car. It's so good. That's what part of the reason I love the Beatles. Some of my favorite songs they have consist of In My Life, Nowhere Man, just the classics. Hey Jude's a great one.
Hey Jude, I love Hey Jude. Sorry, I didn't cut you off there.
Interrupt. It's alright. You can't talk about how much these guys influenced not just the music industry, but just pop culture as a whole. They're the best band of all time for a reason. And they're my favorite. I really love them. Like I said, I love listening to them in the car with my friend Dom. And yeah, that's about it. I really love the Beatles. I love John Lennon. John Lennon's my favorite. He's my favorite in the band. I like Ringo, too. What else is there to say? The Beatles.
That's a good point.
I think we'll all agree with Sam that he really is a true Beatles fan. So going on next year.
Hold on. I would like to say something about the Beatles. We did talk about him on our season 2.
Him?
The Beatles. We talked about them on our season 2 intro, and they're in my opinion they are the best band.
Yeah, I think everybody could agree. The best band of all time.
Yeah, the best band.
Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Jason.
You're welcome, guys.
Okay.
Who's up next?
Moving on. Here we go. Now, personally, I feel like it could have been a debate with a few people, but I had to go with Drake. Who doesn't like Drake?
I don't like Drake.
I think you're wrong. I know deep down you like Drake. If you admit it or not.
Sam, I thought you said you love God's plan.
Yes, you like Drake.
I like Drake.
Yeah, so everybody likes Drake. Everybody knows Drake. I'm sure your grandparents know Drake.
Yeah.
See, that might be debatable.
My grandpa is Drake.
My grandpa's deaf.
All right. I think my top 3 songs with Drake, Wants and Needs, which I think everybody loves that song. Take Care, Rihanna, it's a classic. And I think from his new albums, Fair Trade with Travis Scott, I think it's a really well put together song.
Fair Trade, really?
Travis Scott's a very controversial figure these days.
Yes.
He is.
So I think that might put him out a little bit more with the song, if you love him or hate him. But I still think it is a great song. I think Drake has been at the top of Spotify leaderboards for as many fingers as you can count on.
What?
This dude has been at the top.
Is that a saying?
What a saying?
As many fingers as you can count on? I've never heard that before.
Jay.
Jason, why don't you stay out of this?
I'm asking you.
We'll take that up another time, Jason.
Shut up.
Wow. I just got to put this out there real quick. This little sidetrack. This guy Jay, I don't know if you know him. You might not know him personally. I know him real well. He does not make good jokes during these podcasts. I just want to say that.
He's a complete loser.
All right, back to what we were talking about here. So, there's nothing better than going word for word with your buddies about Drake. I'm sure everybody knows Drake songs. You guys just go back and forth. That's always a good time, if you ask me at least. Others might think different.
It's a great album.
No, it's debatable. We did talk about that in our first podcast, comparing that to Donda by Kanye West.
Donda?
Yeah, whatever it is.
Donda?
I think that's all we got here for Drake, and we're going to move on to our next member, which is Michael.
Which is me. My name is Mikey. We're going to be talking about my favorite artist, and it's Kanye West. And personally, in my opinion, he is the greatest solo artist of all time. I'm going to come out and say it right now. It's not debatable. Every single thing that Kanye drops hits. Everything.
Everything?
Everything.
Jesus,
Donda, right?
Jesus is King?
Jesus is King. Yeah, maybe it's not to some people who aren't into that, but that is still, the production of that album is incredible. You cannot deny that.
I cannot, you're right.
Listen, you can just go through every album he's ever dropped, and there's a song in that album that has hit the Billboard charts, and it's not in every album.
I will say something about Kanye that I would say, I think Kanye has more iconic songs than Drake. I'm just going to put that out there.
I think so. Listen, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is the greatest album
it might be
in the 21st century.
Dude, Runaway is my favorite rap. Runaway is my favorite rap song of all time.
There's so many bangers in that album. It's not even funny.
But it's just
what?
It's album with the B.
It's an album.
It's a B. Album.
Are you gonna talk about me, list boy?
Back to the podcast
album
here.
82 times.
It's controversial because I think we all agree. It came from our last podcast. So Drake is the most popular rapper.
Well, I was outvoted on that. I would have went with Kanye.
I mean, it's
a tough debate.
I mean, how could you not put the song "Gold Digger" on, and you're just not like doing the Dougie immediately?
Yeah.
I mean, I am just Dougie during that Gold Digger song. It's the best.
I think everybody can relate to that. I know you've hit the Dougie before listening to that song.
All right. So, Mikey.
Hold on. Just let me run through these albums right now, okay? First of all, College Dropout in 2004. All right. College Dropout in 2004.
What about it?
Incredible. Yeah. Okay, Last Registration. Personally, not one of my favorites.
Late.
Oh, I read that wrong. Late Registration. Personally, not one of my favorites, but still a good album. Then Graduation.
Wait, Late Registration, the one with Diamonds Are Forever?
Yeah. Now, Gold Digger is in that album. That's a great song.
I thought Gold Digger was in College Dropout.
No, it's late.
It's in Late?
Yeah.
All right.
But then you have Graduation. One of the best albums.
Oh, I love Kanye's my favorite rapper.
808s and Heartbreaks, incredible album. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, incredible album.
Great, one, might be the best rap album of all time.
Yeezus.
Black Skinhead, good song.
Yeah.
I love Yeezus.
The Life of Pablo.
Right. Yeezus is personally my favorite Kanye album.
And then he comes out
I like Pablo.
this year without dropping an album since 2019. Then he drops
album
since 2019. Then he drops Donda. And at first, everyone's like, this album's pretty mid. It's not the best. And then you listen to it a second time. And everyone's like, oh my God.
And then you say,
this is absolutely incredible.
Then you say, this is where I disagree. I listened to it the first time, I was like, oh wow, this is mid. And then I listened to it about a week later, and I was like, wow, this is still mid.
Really? Not a Donda fan?
Compared to his other work, I don't think it compares.
Ooh, I don't know. I really like Donda. Donda's incredible. But, I mean, it goes without saying that Kanye is obviously one of the all-time greats, and personally, I just love everything he puts out. So
I respect it.
Now we're gonna move on to Jason, who has a very controversial favorite artist.
It's a little underground pick. You look at me and you think, man, this kid's his favorite band's got to be like Aerosmith or something. But no, my favorite artist is Chief Keef, baby. 7.6 million monthly listeners. He's the most influential figure in the trap music scene, possibly ever. He came out with the song Don't Like at 16, and it shocked the planet, baby. Kanye signed him. Big Sean wanted to sign him. You know, Chief Keef, Love Sosa, 302 million plays on Spotify. And also, he made my favorite song of all time, Finito, baby. Finito. Gas what I smoke. Alright?
Gas what I smoke.
That's all I gotta say. He's Chief Keef. He was 16, trapping. You know what I was doing at 16? I was sitting in like math class. He was making songs like Love Sosa.
Which honestly, it might be...
He's a gorilla in the effing zoo, baby.
He's finna pull up to the zoo.
He's finna pull up to that zoo.
He's also gonna
His
blow
lines-
New Jersey up.
That's
what
what I
he
can
said.
agree. His
Twice,
lines are so
infinito.
iconic.
I mean,
He's awesome. He's just awesome.
He has some of the most influential bars of all time.
He does.
Like, finna blow New Jersey up.
Yeah.
That is just.
He-
I mean, how do you not hear that and just immediately think I relate to that so much?
How do you hear? How do you hear? How do you hear? Talking about Chief Keef, telling me Chief Keef ain't no hitter. Chief Keef a fake. Chief Keef ain't that. How you hear that and not
Shut
immediately?
the F up.
How do you immediately not go nuts for some Chief Keef? All right. That's all I'm saying. You got Finito, Don't Like, Love Sosa, 300, Sosa, Will Chamberlain. Come on, name them.
I mean, listen. Is he one of my favorite? Of course not. But guess what? The
What?
dude is just electric.
But he's mine.
He is electric.
He's electric.
I mean, how do you not hear? Fuck is this school telling me always in the barber shop?
What did you just say?
Hey, we apologize for that.
How do you not hear that and immediately just want to break dance?
That's a good point, but we apologize for that. But that he is very true. Chief Keef ain't no hitter. Chief Keef a fake.
All right, so
Come on.
I think that about wraps it up here.
Well, hang on.
Hang on.
Whoa, we're still going.
We still have to talk about our giveaway.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
let me
yeah.
talk about the giveaway. So the giveaway, we're gonna give away a $20 PSN card if you just hit up LandonD69 on Instagram, DM him. We will give away a free $20 PSN card. Again, that is LandonD69 on Instagram.
What do you send? I forget.
Just
What do
be
you
like, hey man, I heard the In the Garage podcast and I really want to be a part of the giveaway, and we'll send you the information.
Also, make sure to follow and like all of our pictures.
Yes.
Exactly.
I think that about wraps it up for the week here.
Hey,
Are you the host?
You don't have to be the host.
He's the host.
Yes, you do.
Like he's the host. Let the host take care of it. Mr. Drake's my favorite artist.
So that is going to conclude this episode of the In the Garage podcast.
By the way,
no more by the ways. We're done.
I gotta say something. I wanna go out with this one with some Chief Keef. Not in the garage. A little special edition for my friend Jay, the guy with the lisp.
Make sure it's not explicit.
Also, shout out Glow Gang, Chief Keef.
Thank you for listening. Hey.
This is a great line right here.